Hi there, I'm CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. I'm just out taking a little health walk. I do this in the evenings. It's good to get out. It helps me burn calories and everything. I'm not like a super fitness person or anything like that, but I do think some physical activity along with diet helps. So yeah, downtown Shreveport. We're across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. I love it. Do come check us out. I'm not going to go to the river today. I may, but I'm going to start out walking just the south through downtown. Uh, yeah. Uh, I don't know. I haven't been to uh, the Asian Gardens. I haven't been to the Asian Gardens in a little while, and that's a nice little place to go and quietly walk and meditate and everything. And yeah, there, you know, you never know uh, what kind of things that you encounter on little adventures. Um, okay. Uh, there's a used to be the First United Methodist Church. I don't know what it's called now, but I'm not really Methodist. But behind me here is I don't know what the studio is going to be called, but Curtis Jackson, uh, also known as 50 Cent, he bought it. They officially moved in on the 24th, so my backyard neighbor, if you will, my neighbor, is basically the back lot of a movie studio, or they're going to do, it's got big plans for it. I think they're going to do animation projects, short film, video, whatever, I don't know. And of course, they're going to be working on workshops in the neighborhood and everything. And it's a nice collaborative thing. And I think it's a long-term duration that they're leasing it from the city. Yeah, that's cool. So anyway, who knows, right? I think it's kind of neat to live that close to a studio that's going to actually be up and running. I remember starting in 2005, moving forward, we had like we had a pretty interesting movie business boom. And I was living downtown around that time. I was living in the Jefferson Apartments. And my roommate and I would walk around downtown and we'd watch them do the stunts and everything. They did a couple of movies of note. They did Mr. Brooks, the Kevin Costner film. They did The Guardian, another Kevin Costner film. They did, let's see, we actually liked Kevin Costner. Yeah, his, good old, solid, yeah, it was suited for him, and he was suited for us while it was here, so that's kind of cool. But also, let's see, what else? I have a point. Oh, there was a movie called The Year One. It was a Jack Black movie. They filmed that here. I was living at the Jefferson Apartments. I was also working as a garde manger in a place that's not here anymore. It's called the Columbia Cafe. It was, but it's not. It's been sold, and it's changed names a few times because it's been different restaurants and stuff over the time, so it's not there anymore. But I was working there, and of course, yeah, some of the I got to prepare food and everything for some pretty, at the time, some pretty A-list kind of people. So that was kind of cool. But the one that really got us was a movie called that I loved, that we watched. It was like an effects film, lots of stunts and everything, and we watched the stunts being performed, and to see the movie, and then to see to be able to say I've seen it, and then the movie, and then you know, to see how they were filming it, and it looks different. Uh, it's like, oh wow, they really can do some things with visual effects. It's it's uh, something Battle Los Angeles or something like that. I don't know. What I do know about it is that it was cool. We saw some kick-ass special effects being filmed, my roommate and I, and we just thought that was so cool to be able to, hey, whoa, you know. I'd been to a few places, you know, Miami, New Orleans, that kind of stuff, you know, where they film a lot, and I would see some outdoor scenes being filmed, the occasional car chase, that kind of stuff, but this was different because it's like every other day that we went, you know, maybe walk to the library or something like that, we were seeing somebody be thrown into the sky, and you know, what do I want to do? You know what? Let me just start from this end. I always start at the other end, but I'm going to circle around. So, my intent, see how close I am? I walk right behind this church, and here I am at the Asian Gardens. And there's videos that I've made here. There are videos that I've made of this area before. I have to say, I love it. I see across the parkway here, there's a police car. So that, you know, we have, I feel pretty safe as I walk around because we do have, you know, a decent amount of patrol for the neighborhood and everything. So if I were to be accosted or something, I could scream and he would hear me if he has his windows down. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so right here, starting right here, there's these little places. I don't know if you can see behind me, little statue. It starts right there, and then these little stations where you can kind of like walk around and check. Yeah, it's night, so I guess I'm not picking it up on video, but all these different little stations, statues where you can stop and you can check out. These are really some innate displays. God, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that most of it was done like hand sculpted, and then from the hand sculpting they made a mold, and then they were able to mass produce. So some of these things are probably mass produced. They may not necessarily be, you know, a one and done in a kale, you know, where they, is that right? The right word? That thing, that big huge furnace where you make your carving, and then you put a plaster around the carving, and then you use that to create figures and things like that. I don't know. The only reason I know about that is I used to date a guy who made jewelry. Now he would make small jewelry pieces, like he would like carve out the jewelry. Where are my words? Jewelry. So jewelry. Jury. You know, I'm Southern, so if I say jury, I might be talking about a group of 12 peers to decide a man's fate, or I might be talking about gems on a string that people wear to adorn their bodies and habitations and everything. But anyway, jewelry. So he used to make jewelry, and I watched how he did that. It was really neat. He would carve it out of wax. Then he would like, it's not that different from printing. A long time ago, so long ago that immediately after high school, that's when it was, I went to a technical school for graphic arts, and it's the same type of thing. You have to make your image, and then you have to like make the negative of your image and then from that negative it had, you know, it's a mirrored image. And so you had to go through a couple of steps each time you do it. It's the mirrored effect. And so with making jewelry, every time you put something in a hot kennel, is that the right word? Furnace. We'll just go with furnace, whatever the hell it is. It's a small furnace that gets really, really hot, that melts. Basically, it's so hot that it evaporates the wax out of it, and what you're left with is the inside of that plaster is the shape of the jewelry that you want. And so you would pour from there, what you would pour the whatever kind of metal you were using that you melted down, you would pour that into the hole, and then it would solidify, and then that would form the piece of jewelry, the shape of the jewelry. So that was kind of cool. And so I really thought it was neat. The guy also he would make pillows, and I mean, like, out of really awesome fabrics and everything like that. So